You can have the right type of wood. You can have the right thickness of the wood. You can assemble the wood in the perfect way. But if you don't have the right stove, it's all for nothing. The first thing that you want to look for in a stove is whether it's electric or wood-fired.
There's a few different options on both sides of that market. A lot of people get into like the authentic side of wood-fired stoves. You get the extra smell, you get some ambient lighting. This is a really nice thing to consider. You have to be there. There's a lot of nice options now with electric stoves that with Wi-Fi capability, you can turn them on remotely. You can get home and they're going. Both are great options, but a big thing you want to think about, you want to look at the manufacturer's cubic foot recommended sizing. In any cold climate, you want to be on the lower end of this cubic foot size. What that means is you're going to heat up a space and the stove is going to be adequately sized for that space and heat up quick. And it doesn't sound very intuitive, but a larger stove is actually going to save you energy over time. It's going to be able to heat up the space quick and use less wood. Whether it's electric, the same goes. Once you're up to temp, the stove is going to naturally shut itself down and it's going to keep at that temperature.
The third thing to consider is the design of the stove.
Now there's a difference between radiant and direct heat. Direct heat is going to be less rocks throughout the stove. Radiant heat is going to have more rocks wrapped around the full stove itself. When you're in a tight space, such as a barrel, it's really nice to have the radiant heat. This is going to protect yourself in really close areas, and it's not going to be bombarding you with all this heat. Once all of those rocks are heated up, it's actually going to hold that temperature extremely well. You can use as much water on those rocks. It's not going to cool down the stove. We really love our radiant heat in these barrels.